What's up guys, it's Koa'ki here. We're doing a 5-fist Koa'ki Meiru deck profile with my friend here, Michael.
Good day.
Yeah, so we're just going to go straight into the deck profile.
Okay, first off, we'll start off with 3 axis with the Koa'ki Meirus. It's really bad, you should probably not do this, but it's fun. You play 3 Leopard, purely because the way this deck works is you get to your 5 formations. So this gets into your 5 formations, plus it sets up your Spirit play, and the Horse Prince play is a +3. And it's pretty strong. And you play 3 Spirit. The Spirit is your synchro, it makes your Horse Prince. The amount of plus that this, like you summon this, you bring back this, you make your Horse Prince, summon your Rooster, and the Rooster gets you a search. Too many pluses. Let's play 2 Rooster. Rooster's good because it cycles through your 5 formations. And which is helpful, that you can pop a Tenki instead of Tensu or Koa'ki, or vice versa. If you summon this off a 5 fist, which mainly being Spirit and Horse Prince, you get to search for a 5 fist. So you summon this off your Horse Prince effect or your Spirit, you get to search like another Spirit or like a bear or something. It just recurs so much advantage. That's, yeah, the way this deck wins is you make your advantage and it's overwhelm your opponent. And you run 2 the Koa'ki Meiru, and it's a little, I don't know, I threw this in there purely because I had space and I wanted to play 5 fist, and it actually worked really well purely because these can act as a prominent rank 4 engine that can make Tiger King and set up more 5 formations and crap like that. Plus the ability just to pull a rank 4 out of your ass is amazing. Yeah, for what you don't know, what this card does is you put it on the board and you reveal a Iron Core of the Koa'ki Meiru, and then you can special summon a Koa'ki Meiru monster from your deck. Also, it is a 2000 attack beater in the form of a level 4, so plus it's Beast Warrior, searchable. Yeah. And you summon, you also have your 2 Crusader. Crusader is probably what you want to summon off Euro Knight, but this has a nice little thing, is when it destroys a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, you get to add a Koa'ki Meiru card from your graveyard back to your hand. So back to the whole recurring advantage thing. And plus, since they're both Beast Warriors, you can just overlay, make a Tiger King, or any other rank 4s really, except for Cardinal. But Cardinal's a bitch like that.
That's it for the monsters?
Nah, I have more.
Oh, okay.
You play 1 bear. I honestly haven't really found much need for anything else. I actually do plan to side the second one when I build a side deck. The bear's probably the best 5 fist we have, except it's not needed too much, considering I have all this other stuff. It's just nice, it's an out to the Djinn, I suppose, unless you're out to Vanities, unless you're playing Qliphort. And yeah, it just gets rid of problem monsters. And then you play Gorilla because it's the Spell and Trap card variant for bear. Yeah. Gets rid of Vanities when you're facing Qliphort. Then you play the 1 Wolfbark. You only have 2 targets, so you only need 2 targets, only need to play 1 Wolfbark. Then I play 3 Maxi. I opted to play Maxi over Upstart Goblin at the moment, purely for when your opponent is going first and they're playing Necros, they're pretty much always going to special summon, so it's pretty much Upstart Goblin during your opponent's turn. Plus the life points that your opponent gains from the Upstart has actually cost me game a couple of times because they've just put a couple 100 life points out of making game. So I kind of wanted to play around with this, and it's been working out. Plus, even if you get a 1-for-1, it's still Upstart Goblin. But if you get more, it's free advantage.
Yeah.
That's it for my monster lineup. I think it's 18. Then we go into the spells. I run 3 5-formation Tenki. Tenki should be self-explanatory. It's the searcher of the deck. It literally searches all of my monsters except for Maxi.
Of course.
Yeah, 3 +1s because it stays on field and it gives your Beast Warriors extra 100 attack. Run 2 5-formation Tensu. Please ignore that this is a common. It actually really disturbs me. I can't find another Super Tensu. But Tensu, it's a good card because it allows you to
overwhelm the field.
Fun?
It allows you to.
Yeah, it just helps you put on board pressure. It just helps you make a board faster. You open up with this and a Leopard, and you're going +3. like for no apparent reason, on your first turn as well. Yeah, then I run 2 Gyaoku. Gyaoku is great because it just locks out back row. And, like you have, like for example, you're facing Necron or you're Burning Abyss, like they'll have like 1, maybe 2 back row. Just activate a Gyaoku, target one of them, and yeah, then they just can't activate it while this is on the field. Yeah, it's like a Night Beam, but it stays around and acts like a formation. Then we run 3 Diamond Core of the Koa'ki Meiru. 3 Diamond Core is really good because it's like it can search on any Koa'ki Meiru card. So it searches like your Urnite. You don't really want to search your Crusader. It also searches your Iron Core, and because you really don't want to run more than one Iron Core, because Iron Core is just terrible. But this also has like a really nice effect. It's like you can, when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it, and your Koa'ki Meiru cards can't be destroyed this turn for the rest of the turn.
That's good.
Yeah. So it's like I've literally gone for plays where I've just been like, okay, use this to search like the Iron Core or the Urnite, whichever one. Summon the Urnite, bring out Crusader, attack. If they have like a Mirror Force, I can banish this. If they go through the Crusader, they'll add this back to hand for the further searching next turn. And it just works really well. Like you want to run 3 because you want to maximize you're finding it really. You want to get to your Iron Core and your Urnite quickly. Next I play 2 Forbidden Lance because this is a 5-fist deck. I've always found Lance to be amazing in 5-fists. And even with the Koa'ki Meiru bullshit, it is actually really helpful. And plus it just helps your monsters, like, for example, you make like your Horse Prince. Horse Prince only gets the 2-2, at 2-4 off your standard Horse Prince play. You have your 2 formations. And then your opponent just summons like a Dante or a Virgil and beats over it. It's kind of depressing. Where you just have this, and it's just like, okay, so attacking with Horse Prince, damage that Flip Lance, it dies. You keep your thing, and next turn, hopefully you can be able to put game-like damage on board. Then you play 1 Regeki, because clearing boards is good. And Iron Core, or the Koa'ki Meiru. The only reason you run this card is because Urnite needs this card to be able to get its effect off. So Urnite reveals this in hand, and then summons. Apart from that, you literally don't run it any other time. And yeah, that's it for the spells. I honestly don't know how many that is. I think it's like...
It doesn't matter.
I think it's 14. Yeah. And for traps, I run triple Fiendish Chain. I honestly think Fiendish Chain is probably one of the best traps in the format at the moment. It just puts in so much work. Like your opponent, it negates the effect and they can't attack. So it's pretty much just making that monster spot useless. It just really helps. I run 2 Mirror Force because punishing overextending is good, and like everybody, Mirror Force just seems to be really good at the moment, especially since like I can't really explain why this is good. It's just good. Then I run Solemn Warning because like being able to stop things like I don't know, like a Virgil or a Dante is good. And it's like 1 Bottomless because Solemn Warning can't actually stop the summon of like the Necros monsters or the Qliphort monsters. Well, actually it can stop the Qliphorts. Sorry, it actually can stop the Qliphorts, but Bottomless, like they pendulum summon like 2 or 3, you go Bottomless and they just lose those monsters, they get banished. That's right though. Plus like they summon like Necros player, they summon Trish, gets banished. They summon the Shadow player, summons Construct, gets banished. It gets rid of problems.
Yeah.
And then lastly I play Vanities because Vanities, it just locks your opponent out. If you can make a board and then put Vanities on it, you win.
Extra deck?
Extra deck. Run rank 3s, Brotherhood of the 5-fist Line Emperor.
Yeah.
Line Emperor is like, you make your rank 3s after your Horse Prince play. If you can get off twice, which you quite often do, you have 2 Rooster on field doing nothing, so you just make a rank 3 out of it. Line Emperor allows you to add back your fire monsters, but you just can't summon it for the rest of the turn, which is fine because you usually use to summon up anyway. Alucard gets rid of set cards. Equipped, it's defensive. And finally MX Saber Invoker. MX Saber Invoker is really it's a cool card because this card can summon your Urnites from your deck. Because Urnite is Earth, which is kind of annoying, but it's cool at the same time. So yeah, this can summon that. So you just go for your Horse Prince play, and then you make this, and then you make your Koa'ki Meiru play. The advantage is strong. Then you have Beast Dweller,
Self-explanatory.
like Beast Dweller. Cardinal. So you only run, you have to use a 5 fist level 4s to make it, so you can only use a bear and a gorilla. But like the prominence of being able to do that is still a thing because you just search them all out so easily. Yeah. And with Tensu, you just like literally have bear, gorilla in hand and summon them both to make a cardinal. It's like it recycles your 5 formation / 5 fists, and it can remove your opponent's board presence. And I run 2 Tiger King because Tiger King in itself, it usually ends up in a +1 because you'll summon this, you set a tanky search +1. It pays for itself. Plus its effect to negate non-beast warrior monsters is really, really nice.
Yeah.
Then I run Bujinti Kagutsuchi. This thing's like, it's just like a big wall. Like it beats over things and it's a wall. The whole milling 5 when it's summoned is kind of a pain, but you get over it in the end. If it guarantees you a game, you'll get over it. You run Castel, and Emerald because you can you're recycling things when you don't use a cardinal. Plus you get to draw cards, which is nice. And a Ragnar Zero. I don't know, I like Ragnar Zero purely because of all the random things that are running around. Like I run into a random Dolce, the Clearforts, if they have not a scout or a monolith up, they usually are Ragnar Zero-able. I'm pretty sure there's other things, I just can't think of them at the moment.
Yeah.
And then finally I run triple Horse Prince. Horse Prince is what you summon a spirit. If I'd probably drop this to 2 if I had one of the other level 6s.
Like Vulcan the Divine.
Like Vulcan. That card's amazing. So unfortunately Spirit can only go into Beast Warrior next season, Synchro summons.
Yeah.
Otherwise making Goyo would be so funny in this deck. It would be so strong.
And then, do you have anything else to say about the deck profile?
The deck, on paper, it just looked really, really bad. But
in testing,
when testing, hell, I 2-0'd Mr. Pro Custard here. He was playing Burning Abyss, and I 2-0'd him.
It was a bad variant.
Still, I 2-0'd him. It's like a couple games, I didn't even open very well for game 1. But I just wrecked him, but it just works.
Just Tenki and Gyaku is like, oh, alright.
Yeah, it shouldn't work, but it does. If you're looking for if you're looking for some random spin on things to play, I'd give this a go. It's a lot of fun.
Cool.
And
anyway,
yeah, that's about it.
Cool, that's it for the deck profile. This is Pro Custard, signing out.